Old Bloke Goes to Las Palmas, Part 2. It's day 3, and it's time to go that big walk in the direction of the surfers' beach. Like a cluster of bobbing seals just beyond the breakwater, we watch as each picks out a particular wave and cuts a path along the unfolding tunnel of water. It looked as though they were on top of their game, spinning round after riding the monstrous sheet of water, pirouetting on the cusp before twisting away from the jagged reef just in time. Sharks, I thought. Maybe no for me. And yes, there have been sightings of great whites, but no actual shark attacks recorded, apart from one in 2015. Isn't that enough? But it was brushed off as a python-esque flesh wound. Nothing serious. The poor fish probably get confused, it said in the papers, chasing other fish. Aye, right. Anyway, day 4, and we decide to hike the 7K at the old town. You know where that cathedral, Santa Ana, dominates the skyline. To be fair, I'd say the sprawling, multicoloured houses that crawl over the surrounding hills actually dominate the skyline. Very beautiful in a kind of funny way. And I've explored most areas of the city, even some of the more squalid neighbourhoods. However, I happen to say to my better half, how about we traverse along a few new streets in the middle of the town, ones I've not been doing before? So we did, but soon got an eye-opener. We suddenly found ourselves in a long, straight back road, lined with open doors, which in turn were inhabited by very scantily clad ladies. Oopsie, this was definitely not one of my favourite places to be. All nationalities, all shapes, ages and sizes stood on their own particular step, plying their own particular trade. Jings. I know it's commonplace in Spain, but I've just never seen it here before. Oh look, says my better half, everyone's out having a wee natter. Aye, well, I'm not sure they're that interested in the weather. What do you mean? She says. Well, I think we made a wrong turn, I say. Wrong where? She says. Oh my God, just come with me quick, I say. And like a wee innocent lamb she is, I lead her out of the danger zone. I have to wonder how these lassies ended up in such a predicament. Big sigh. Life is complicated and often cruel, I guess. Then it was on to the cathedral, which we've seen many times before, and then down a wee back street to the restaurant, which was just down from Columbus's house. Cobbled streets and ancient houses with traditional Canarian balconies. It was lovely. The atmosphere was perfect. Out the breeze and with patches of November sunshine, we dined on tuna tartare with avocado and a fresh cod perfectly cooked in tomato sauce. The waitress, however, was a master saleswoman and managed to tempt us with her mother's own apple pie and ice cream. Naughty, naughty, but pure worth, as my son says. Back at the shack, we sipped cava and watched the council workers decorate the Christmas tree outside their balcony. Out the street, that is. 6 hours it took them, 5 men, with safety harnesses and a cherry picker, to put up 3 angels and a star. No bad, I guess. Eking it out. Jobs for the boys. Health and safety gone mad. Who knows? But entertained us. Just beyond that, on the beach, a wee team of artisans and a big digger were carving away like maddies, forming a giant nativity scene in the sand. Cool. Well, 24 degrees, but quite cool. There's no escaping Christmas, even here. The night soon falls and I go to bed, ready for a good kip. But good kip I do not get. There's nothing worse than being woken by that high-pitched whine in your ear that can only mean one thing. Mosquito attack. Suddenly wide awake, I turn on the light and lie back on the bed, scanning the whitewashed ceiling and walls. All I need is a wee black dot to show itself. But this wee bugger's crafty. I wondered why it was nice and cool in the room, and the answer is soon obvious. As I draw back the curtain, my better half, I realise, has opened my window, without letting me know, creating a perfect wee corridor of air for Las Palmas mozzie to fly in and get some nosh. Then I see it. Book in hand, I creep up on the blighter. But my aim's off, and I simply smack the 400-pager at the wall, making a loud enough thwack to wake the whole 5-storey apartment. An hour and a half later, it's 4:30 a.m, and I resort to commando tactics. Smear my whole body with Vic. The only thing to hand, I hope, may fend off an attack. But every time I doze, The mozzie buzzes my ear again, and I wake up one step closer to madness. Eventually, at 5:30 a.m, after a full-on assault on the creature, whisking every corner of the room with a t-shirt till I flush it out, I locate it on a picture frame and smear it across the glass with a lucky book smack. I scream out a victory cry, punch in the air, like one of those mental marines in Apocalypse Now. Oh, on closer inspection of its wee mangled body, I realise there's no blood. Sorry, but it was either me or her. You see, only females, like ticks and most other insect blood feeders, will suck blood. Vital for nourishment of the next generation, I guess. Sorry, girl. This reminds me of a time in Menorca when me and my better half went to bed late one night, tipsy after a rare night out without the kids. Mum and Dad were there in the same villa, upstairs in the above room. Well, as we lay sweltering, staring at the mozzie screen that covered the window above our heads, we could actually see them landing on it, one by one, homing in on our boozy breath and sweaty bods. It was then, in our wisdom, that my better half decided to count them by prodding the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh look, and 4 more. 9, 10, ugh! She screamed as the 10th prod unclipped the screen, sending it whirring back into some recess in the window, as the delighted mozzies sailed with a wee audible cheer into our room. We spent the next 2 hours spotting and banging the critter's deed with various books and magazines. I, of course, lay back in the bed as spotter, while my better half, a much more effective exterminator than me, dished out death. The next day my mum said, "What the hell are you two up to last night?" "Huh? What? Oh, I will keep it down next time, for goodness sake," she barked before walking off in disgust. "But Mum, I don't want any details, thank you very much." And that was it. She wasn't wasting time hearing any more feeble excuses. Anyway, that's it for now. Part 3 coming up soon. If you don't know already, Old Bloke Goes Running is still available in time for Christmas. It's a wee book, of course, about my adventures when I kind of lost 3 stone taking up running. It's available locally, and it's also available in libraries and bookshops and online. For anybody who has been listening, thank you very much for doing so. Until next time, ciao for now.